We're gonna make this smooth joint.
What up, Reason Gang? Today I'm gonna show y'all how to program some lo-fi chords. We got the Wobbly Lo-Fi Keys pack, which you can grab on my website. It looks like this. I'll drop the link in the description and it'll forward you to the right place. Alright, this is a Reason Plus pack. So you have to have Reason Plus in order to use it. Alright, so we're gonna grab this pack, open it up, patches, and let's just start with the first patch. Awesome. So on these patches, we got filter cutoff, unison, reverb, wobble, vinyl, volume, high pass and low pass, filter controls, high pass. So it's kind of easy to catch a vibe and find something to play. If you're not good at playing chords and kind of feeling your way around, then you can use the scales and chords player. All you gotta do is pick a key and a scale. If you don't know what keys and scales are, the key is the root note you're selecting. So I was just playing in C major, and then the scale is the collection of notes. So there's different scales like minor, which can be more scary, more sad, and major, which could be more happy. It depends on how you're using those chords, how it can feel. So I'm actually going to use a major scale, not scale, for this lo-fi chord progression. So what we're going to do in order to set this up is we're going to change our notes to 4. So 7th chords are big in, lo-fi chords, anything you want to have more feeling. R&B even, you add another note. You add 4 notes. So there's 4 notes in the chord. And that makes it a 7th chord. So you'll see the name pop up in this area with the 7 after it because it's a 7th chord. All right. Now we could turn this vinyl knob down if we don't want any of the crackling. I know that gets on some people's nerves, so there's an option. You could change the way the chords are ordered, or the way the notes are ordered, by clicking open chords. You could also add an octave down, so we'd be playing that bass note with the chord down here. You can add some color if you would like to make them more rich. I personally wouldn't add that in this case. Also got an octave up. So we'll play the octave up here. Alright, and you also got this alter button. If you're pressing the alter button when you play, it'll play the chord different. So, alter. Add a little bit of flavor. In this case, I wouldn't necessarily use that. It doesn't fit. Now I'm going to set my tempo to about 85. Let's get something laid down. Cool, so that's like an easy way to lay down some chords, and all I did was just play one note and it triggered everything for me, right? And that's what the scales and chords player. Now once we have those, we can send them to the track so we can see the individual notes, and we can change the way things are laid out and voiced, right? So let's give this a second to complete, and then we'll hop into the sequencer. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe, because I love y'all and I want to know what y'all want, and I won't know what y'all want until y'all subscribe and let me know what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Now we are in this section, the sequencer, and we can see all the keys, all the notes. I can take these notes and I could transpose them upward like so. and I actually want to take this one instead. And I'm just picking random notes really. That was the third note of the chord, so this would be the bass note 2, 3. So I just took 3, the third of the chord, just to make them sound richer. And let's also take these. See what we can do. Awesome. Now what I want to do is add some variation in velocity and strum these notes. So I'm going to select all of them, come up to window and select show tool window if F8 doesn't work on your keyboard. And then we're going to go to note velocity. We're going to select random. And we're just going to randomize the velocities a couple thousand times. Not really, but you know, right now it's on 20% randomization. So let's hear that. We could also change our timing. So if we come to Quantize and we go to random ticks and we do amount, let's see, 25% or whatever. Select all of these notes and hit apply, and we could change the timing of our notes very subtly. Let's bring the tick amount up. All right, let's hear this. Awesome. Now I'm gonna drop the LPF, which is the low pass filter, so we don't hear as much highs in the keys anymore. Cool, now we can go select our drums. So I'm actually gonna use an umph player. So I'm gonna come to, not a player, but come to the instruments. Reason Studios, umph, retro beats. And this one has some cool lo-fi effects in it. Cool, so we're actually gonna go to drum supply on the left side of the browser. And let's go with snare drums. And there's a slew of snare drums that are here, so you'll have to go through them and see which one you like best. Let's go ahead and lay this down, and then we'll make sure it sounds lo-fi enough. And let's find a cool hi-hat. Let's go with this one right here. I'll just put it on 3. Get some reverb on it right here. Actually sounds pretty cool to me. I'll save it for now. So the vibe is to just, you know, keep it chill. Don't add nothing that'll make it too, you know, up-tempo, too crazy. Just got a simple 2-step hi-hat pattern going, and you can make it even more sparse if you wanted to. It is all up to you and your preference. So let's find a cool kick sound. Let's try this one. And one thing I realized is that I have on Quantize. So we're going to take that off, open up the tool window, and we'll come under the Quantize area. Quantize notes while recording, and you select a value. It'll most likely be like 1/8 or 1/16 depending on the type of beat you're making. And you select the amount. So we can do 75% quantization, or you can do a lower amount if your timing is better. So we'll do 75. Gonna add a high cut filter to this kick as well. Cool. Another thing you could do when making a lo-fi beat is, of course, add a bass line. Gotta have a smooth bass, so there's a few options. I'm gonna go to instruments, and we're going to go to Reason Studios, and it might actually be under built-in devices, but nope. Reason Studios, Reason Electric Bass. Monotone bass synthesizer is also good for synth basses, and this is more like acoustic electric type stuff. Hence the title. Alright, awesome. So when you're playing the bass, it's important to check out the chords you were playing. So worst comes to worst, you could literally just copy down copy down the chords that you played, and then you'll get all the bass notes. And just erase the top notes and only keep the bass notes. And this is like the basic chord progression. And this is very low, so we're going to bring it up. And then we'll see all the notes I forgot about. Awesome. Gonna equalize these velocities. Bring it up. Bring down the volume. Alright, y'all, that is how you get the basics of a lo-fi beat going. I would spend some more time looking for drum samples. Okay, dope. So I actually went to Splice and just switched out the drum samples. So if you have a Splice membership, use that to your advantage as well. So here are the samples I use. This is what it sounds like. And with the bass, I'm going to add a little more variation as well. I like to use the 20-80 rule when I'm doing my bass lines. So what that means is 80% of the notes will be matching the chord and 20% of them won't. So to do the math, we got 6 notes right here. So about 4 of them will be on all the time and 2 of them will be different. Not really, but let's add some variation either way. So right here we go from the F, we can hit another note before we go down to the C. And right here we can go to another note. Maybe walk up to the next note, bring down the velocity a bit so that it matches. And I want to hit another note here. Boom, boom, boom. Or maybe this one. Doesn't have to be overcomplicated, you know, keep it simple. Of course, lo-fi always has, you know, some like bird chirps and stuff in it. So if you want to go that direction, you definitely can. This is a Track God sound effect. You just look it up. I'm pretty sure it is 100% free on their website. Track God, bird singing dry. And I'm going to turn it down quite a bit. You can either do that here in the mixer channel or you can do it in the sequencer. Just turn it down and let's shorten the loop. I don't like that note. Turn down the bass. And now we got a little cool lo-fi vibe. So if you haven't already liked the video and you like it, do it. If you haven't already subscribed and you like me, do it. It's all culture, kickback, and cook up.